morning, everyone, and happy Saturday. Boy, oh boy, it's been a little bit busy recently. And if you guys didn't see my Instagram story, I've made the decision moving forward for the foreseeable that I'm gonna upload on Thursdays instead of Tuesdays, because with not having a lot going on and having a lot going on simultaneously, Tuesdays are just a little bit tricky for me. So Thursday. But today is Saturday, and I am finally gonna leave my house. Like, obviously I leave to go to work, but I haven't like actually gone out and done anything for a while. I'm going to hit up Home Depot. I'm gonna be picking up some paint chip color options for the nursery. I am fighting the urge to buy the paint for our downstairs powder room. Still not sure about that one. I think I'm gonna do that over March break. So I still have like 3 weeks for that. So I don't want to get ahead of myself. I think that's gonna give me enough time to do it. So I probably won't buy that yet, but I wanna get the paint chips, or paint samples, whatever, swatches, not samples. Because I've been wanting to do it for a while and I just haven't been into town very much, or I've been there with Scott and like he hasn't wanted to stop. He makes fun of my paint chip collection. But I'm gonna do that. There's a couple of things I want to get at Walmart. I can only remember one of them at the moment, which is really irritating me, and that's shoe polish, like black shoe polish. But there was something else I needed at Walmart and I cannot for the life of me remember what it is, so I'm hoping it comes to me, hoping something triggers it. And then I'm hoping to hit up Winners, Marshalls, and Homesense, because it has been a hot minute since I've been to any of those, and I'll probably wander Michael's just for the sake of it, and I am thinking about checking out Old Navy. They don't actually have a maternity section at my store, and I feel like, based off what I've seen online, most stores don't have maternity sections anymore. They're just kind of people have returned something in store. Thought maybe I'd peruse there. I haven't technically, the only thing that I have purchased that is maternity, sorry, I tell a lie, I have 2 things that I purchased that are maternity. I got a trio of tank tops from Costco. They were on sale. I think it ended up being like on sale for like 20 bucks. And it was a 3-pack of nursing tank tops. And I have purchased a maternity swimsuit. I actually got it from Cupshe via Amazon because I am attempting to go swimming with Scott during the week. Didn't make it this week. Made it once last week. That's when we started. Monday we both weren't feeling that great. Wednesday I worked all day, so I wasn't actually able to go because I can only go when I'm not working in the mornings. And then yesterday was fully intending to go with him, was like not, you know, enthusiastic about it, but because we get up at like 5:30. It's not like an in the day thing, it's an early day. But I slept like trash, and I was just like, absolutely not, go on without me. And he's like, you sure? I'm like, yep. I'm like, get out. And then I absolutely conked out. So my streak is not so strong yet, but we're getting there. And I did actually buy a nursing bra from Walmart like a couple months ago. So I guess 3 things. So just wanted to kind of peruse. I haven't really bought any leggings. I've been living in my Lulu leggings and absolutely loving them. They're fitting great. They're not rolling or anything. I'm not super big, but it's like, it's pregnancy bump. The bump is bumping, and that's kind of exciting and kind of nerve-wracking all at the same time. I am officially 25 weeks today, which is also like mind-blowing. How am I over 6 months pregnant? I do not know. But anyways, I'm gonna not ramble too much for this because I feel like a lot of my videos recently have just been like sit down chats, which I love, but also I need to get out of my house. I am gonna go get dressed, which you will see my uniform is leggings and whatever top I deem that fits that day. Also, it snowed again. It was so nice last week. It was like, I think we hit double digits a couple days, and then yesterday it snowed. And it snowed the day before that, and it snowed overnight, and there's snow on my car again. I'm so over winter. People actually thought that winter was gonna be over already, and I laughed because like I wanted to agree, but then I remembered we moved at the end of February last year and had 3 giant snow dumps after we moved, which is what prompted us to buy a snowblower. And then of course there was no more snow after that. So winter is still here. All right, I apologize, you're in a really awkward spot because I'm on my actual camera. This is the reason why my husband doesn't like to come to Home Depot with me, because you can't tell in that light. I don't know, it's just,
It's not fun. So he actually came with me separately. Sorry, he came with me separately because our ensuite faucet has been leaking. And so we originally came to get a piece that was going to help us fix something and then a replacement piece. But we're like, let's just look at some faucets while we're here. And we have a lot of black metal in the ensuite, and eventually we would like to rip that tub out in that shower and have a walk-in shower, and we're gonna have like all black metals. So we decided to spend more than the pieces to get a nice new black matte faucet. So his dad's gonna come down tomorrow, who's gonna help us do a couple things around the house. And instead of Scott venturing on doing that today and potentially breaking something, we're gonna see if his dad will help us change the faucet tomorrow. But I also picked up a couple of folding step stools. I got one from Winners a while ago for like 13 bucks, 13 or 16. And I love it, and it stays in our kitchen. But I don't want to keep bringing it up and down the stairs, and I'm kind of sick of moving the step ladder around because sometimes it's overkill. So for 20 bucks, they had 2 collapsible step stools of different heights. So I picked it up. So I made a purchase, but yeah, I basically raided the paint chips.
So it's Sunday, you can probably hear some noise outside. Scott's dad just arrived to help us router the counter island, which I am so excited about. Oh, I'm also absolutely exhausted. I didn't get to film much yesterday on my gallivanting because I just gallivanted. I got lost in my own little world and perused around and lost track of time and did a whole bunch of stuff, and then literally had to come home, and we headed to my cousin's place. We had a little games night with a couple of my cousins, and it was so much fun. I so enjoyed it, and we are going to host the next one in a little while. But I meant for a late night, and I drove so Scott could enjoy himself, but oh my god, I'm so tired. And I hurt my knee earlier in the week, and it's been flaring up quite a bit, and it's quite painful. So trying to do anything is almost next to impossible at this point, which is really, really frustrating. Doing any repetitive walking or crouching is really killing. So like sitting is okay for the moment, but too much bending, it freaking hurts. So love that. Rob also brought a bunch of baby stuff for my sister-in-law. So we just did a flurry of cleaning, and that's probably why I'm also exhausted. We're not done. We need to do a deep clean of the house, like real bad, and we're gonna do that over the next couple of days because this weekend is Scotty's birthday, or so this coming weekend is Scotty's birthday, and we have some family coming up. So I need my house to look nice, but I need to do it in stages because I cannot do these blitz cleaning anymore. I'm just not built for that. But we are going to do the routering, and Rob is going to help us with our new faucet, which is so pretty. And then I will fill you guys in on all the things I ended up picking up yesterday. Alright, so I am finally sitting down and sharing the things I picked up yesterday and a couple of things from today. So earlier, Scott and I went to Costco and to Canadian Tire. We picked up this mop here, which is the Vileda Spin Mop, which I think everyone and their mother, I feel like everyone has it. We decided that we needed to kind of upgrade from our Vileda, I'm going to call it a Swiffer Wet Jet. It's not Swiffer, obviously it's the Vileda brand, but that kind of mopping system to a proper mop. And I also really like this one because of its like telescopic handle, and in fact I see a lot of people use them to clean their walls, which is not something I typically do. So got that, and then we also picked up a couple of these like larger sized ramekins. I don't know if it doesn't have the size on it, but Scott has really wanted a chocolate souffle. He's never had one, nor have I, but it's just been like a running joke literally for nearly 8 years now that I need to make him a chocolate souffle. And so I looked at the recipe the other day and realized we don't really have ramekins, so this is probably double the size of what it asked for, but instead of having 4 smaller ones, we figured 2 larger ones. Also just a really good size for like dips, so for like $3 we figured we'd pick up a couple of those. I went to Costco to pick up my prenatals and they did not have them, which was super irritating. And I haven't taken them for a few days now, so I need to figure something out. But while we were there, they had Crocs. Now, I am somebody who has been anti-Croc since they came out. I have never understood them. I just know. They're a no for me. And it was a big running joke with some of my students last semester, to the point where they, almost a little not jokingly enough, decided they were going to buy me a pair of Crocs or buy me some Jibbitz and stuff. Thankfully, I was able to dissuade them from that. But Costco had some. They only had 3 colors because they were like, they were calling them men's Crocs. They were black, navy, and army green. I didn't think they were going to actually have ones in my proper size because they didn't look like they were going to go small enough, but thanks to a couple of ladies who helped me out, they did find me a couple sizes to try. I just couldn't do the bending because they were all like on the floor level. So it was just, the bend was too much for me, but one of the ladies helped me find them, and now I've caved and I own a pair of Crocs. So these are a men's 5, women's 7, which the sign didn't even acknowledge that they had this size, so I was super surprised. I almost got like the size 8 women's just because. But yeah, picked up the black. They are only going to be house shoes and or cottage shoes. They will not be worn in public under any circumstances. And then Scott just picked up another pair for the cottage because they're just really easy to chuck on while you're around. So that's that. That's pretty much all from today. Now, this is one of the reasons why I don't allow myself to go out on a shopping day. There were things that I needed. There were things that I went out specifically looking for, but inevitably I come home with a ton of stuff I didn't actually need. Now, I also don't go shopping very often, so it's one of those things where people could do this on a daily basis or like a weekly basis. I'm not like that. So there is some self-control. There's also some, you know, frivolity, if you will. So yeah, this is kind of my hodgepodge. I've got some nursery stuff, baby stuff, home stuff, just miscellaneous stuff, and chocolate. The best, I don't care what anyone has to say, the best chocolate known to mankind is cookies and cream. And then there were some Reese's King Cups. I went to both Marshalls and Homesense. This was a Marshalls purchase, and it's just some nipple covers. I bought these, I want to say last summer or last spring. I probably got to wear them maybe once or twice, and now I've lost them. I have absolutely no idea where they are, which is so bizarre because I don't really lose stuff. So yeah, I figured, you know what, might as well just grab those. I need, and it's just a new shower curtain liner. This is for the ensuite, for Scott's shower, because I just got a really like far too cheap one when we first moved. And it's just absolute garbage. So I don't know why I didn't, although I do feel the price of these came down since the first time I looked. This is only $8. It was not $8 the first time I tried to buy them. It was definitely like 16 to 22-ish, which I know is still not a lot, but like I just wanted something cheap and cheerful. But yeah, this is much better. It's got some magnets in the bottom, which is similar to one of our old styles. And then bought myself a puzzle because I have no self-control whatsoever. And it's not like I already have puzzles that I haven't already done. There's not like I didn't just receive puzzles for Christmas. So I am going to wait on this one. This is going to be in a little while. It's going to sit down and just kind of hide away for a bit. But it was a really good price, so I couldn't say no. And it's just a travel one. It's called the Globetrotter World. And it's just got all these cool places on it. And what's also cool is the fact that it actually names the locations on the back and like tells you where each picture is from. So for example, there's the Taj Mahal, and it says it's in Agra, India, and it says Big Ben, London, England. So that's kind of a cool thing. So there's a picture that you like, you can kind of figure out where it actually is. Now this next piece is a Michael's score, and I actually almost bought this probably, I want to say 6 or so months ago. It was a clearance item then, and I talked myself out of it, and I have quite literally thought of it every time I've gone into Michael's, which is bonkers because it's not something that I like would use a lot, but now I have it in my mind where I'm like, we're gonna have it. So this is the Sweet Sugar Belle Shapeshifters set, and it's a cookie cutter set. But what's cool about it is obviously it's got a bunch of shapes, but it also has this little like book guide of how you can utilize the shapes to create different designs when you're icing them. And in, you know, maybe a month or so, a couple months-ish, I have a baby shower. So I was like, I'm gonna make cookies because I can't justify $60 for a dozen cookies. Can't do it. So anyways, this is originally, I think, like 50 bucks. Yeah, it was on clearance for 20. There's 20 cookie cutters, 14 instruction cards, and 40 templates. So I just figured they'll be super handy, and they're super cute. And I had a really good sugar cookie recipe back in December from some of my coworkers, so I'm excited. And yeah, I'm just so happy that I found it for the exact same price, and I'm pretty sure it's the exact same package. Maybe the color of the cookie cutters is different from the last time, but like, I really don't care what color they are. All right, next bag. Again, this is gonna be a mix of Walmart, Marshalls, and Homesense. I'm gonna kind of just like see as I go. This came from Walmart. This is just a shoe shine. My over-the-knee black boots have seen better days. I was gonna say better years. No, they've seen better days. But I haven't found a pair that I like enough to replace them yet. So I'm gonna give them a good clean because they have not been cleaned in a hot minute. They got some salt stains all over the place. And then I thought I would give that a go and just see if I could give them some life again. Because there are a few spots that have worn out a little bit, just wear and tear, but I have had them for years. I think that's my second, maybe third pair of over-the-knee boots. And I love them. And now I feel like they're all heeled boots. I just want some flat boots. So if you know a good pair that's not like absolutely extortionate, let me know. Let me know down below. I picked up some onesies. I have been really good, y'all. Like, I have put down so many cute things that I would love to get baby girl, where I'm just like, I don't need it, I don't need it, I don't need it. But these, I was like, you can't not need these. Like, they're just so cute. And the reason I picked these up actually is just because they are plain white, so I could cricket on them. That's selfishly why I got them. So it was a 4-pack of long sleeve onesies for 15 bucks. So I figured couldn't really go wrong with that. I did get the newborn size in this. I myself would have fit in newborn sizes when I was born. I was only 6 pounds, 8 ounces. I don't think Scotty was super heavy, if memory serves. So I know that newborn ones, they might wear maybe for a week, maybe for 2 weeks, maybe for a month, depending on how big baby is. So I'm hoping baby girl's not too big, but I figured these would just be fun to have, even if they're literally like for the first week of life. We can manage. That's my thought. Oh, something else I got at Walmart is just a belt bag. Just your average run-of-the-mill. I'm late to the party. I totally understand that. I was going to just buy myself the Lululemon one around Christmas. I think I put it on my Secret Santa list, but this was $18 at Walmart, and I figured, you know what? If I like it and it fits everything that I want it to fit, which it did, I was thrilled. Like, I'm winning. I just picked up some Barkeeper's Friend. We're gonna give that a whirl. I picked up 3 acrylic cubes. This is actually the size I was looking for from the dollar store the other day. So I'm going to kind of zhuzh things around for what I need it. And then for Scott, I picked up a head scrubber because he stole mine recently. Actually, I originally bought it for him, but he's never used it, so I used it. So I just figured I'd pick up this one, the invigorating and stimulating. They had some that were like infused, and I was like, he's not gonna be down for that. So I left that one alone. And then I think the last thing beyond the clothes was this frame. And it feels so silly to say this out loud, but like when I read the quote, I wanted to find some wall art for the nursery. And when I read this, I got teary, which was like ludicrous, but it is what it is. We'll just blame the pregnancy. And I was just like, you know what? I want it. And I was still kind of debating whether I like really needed it. And like, did I really need it? Absolutely not. But I thought it was really nice. I might redo the frame, like not take it out, but like maybe put some like more gold rub and buff type on it, because I'm not sure if I fully sold on the finish. But it's an F. Scott Fitzgerald quote about beauty, and it was nice. I'll kind of like insert a picture of it here so you guys can kind of read it while I'm talking about it. But yes, I thought it was really pretty, and it was only 25 bucks. And I figured, you know what? I'll make it work. And then above my head, I have another frame that you guys have seen before. It's just the style, the way of saying who you are without having to speak. I got that from my bestie a few years ago, and so there's already a hook and stuff there. So I'm gonna put this there, and then maybe move this one into the bedroom as part of my, not a backdrop, because you're not going to see it as much, but for me, my new office wall. Now for the clothes. I had no intention of picking up any clothes at Walmart while I was there, but I kind of was like, let's just take a jaunt around, and I got some major scores. If you guys have been following me for a long time, you will know that I own these George tees in probably, I think with these two, I probably have 8 of them now, and I love them. They are just so flipping comfortable. So I hadn't seen a white and gray either in a long time or ever, probably because I would have bought them if I'd seen them. But they're just like really loose, comfy. I get them in a small. I have some in an extra small. I still fit in the extra smalls, even with like my bump, but I figured small was good. Medium seemed too big. And then I got it in just like a heathered gray. Again, just like super comfortable. And then the next couple pieces kind of surprised me. I picked up this like knit skirt, and it's the George brand, and I think it was 20 bucks. And it's like a midi skirt. There's a small slit on the side, if I can get it, there we go. And it looks so cute with a bump, but also the size would be perfect without a bump. So I thought that was pretty cool. I'm actually gonna try it with just like the white tee underneath of it. I don't know if because the white tee is a little bit looser, if you're gonna like see too much, because obviously it's more of a bodycon type skirt. So if not, I'll find something else to wear it with. But I just thought that was super cute, especially with the transitional weather when we eventually get it. And then Mex used to have its own stores. I don't know what it's like in the States, if they still stand or if they're now at Walmart like they are up here at Walmart Canada. But Mex used to be, I kind of always think of them as like an H&M style brand. But I found this top, and I love like mock neck sleeveless shirts. They're like great for, again, the transitionary weather where you can put a cardigan on or a sweater and not like sweat through things. And it's this like beautiful kind of like camel color, ribbed. And again, I got this one in a medium. I did try the large, but it kind of like gaped a little bit by my bra. The medium was probably a little bit more showy, but like just change my bra and I'll be fine. And it went low enough with the bump. It won't survive a 9-month bump, but I figured if it fits right now at 6 months pregnant, it'll fit really well when I'm no longer pregnant. So they had a green one that I really wanted, but they only had a medium, or so they only had a large and plus. So I didn't get it because I just wasn't as sold on it, but I really did like this color. I'm trying to get more of this color, just more like neutral type tones. And then the last one was a total fluke. I actually went back to the change room later to put it on, and it's just a little black, it's a bodycon type dress. All right, I gotta admit, it's been it's been a couple days since I sat down to film this bit. My camera died as I was literally showing you the last clothing item, and then yesterday was family day for us, and I was just not having a good day, so I haven't touched the camera. So this morning, I'll insert some footage. Good morning. Excuse me. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. I have a morning ultrasound today. And I already do not like having morning ultrasounds because I just cannot get the water intake in within the time constraints. It also throws off my morning routine. So I am going to try and guzzle down this last little bit of water. I hope for the best. I might grab another bottle for the road. And then I didn't get to have breakfast this morning. I was going to, but I've just been so focused on trying to get the water in that I just did not get to do that. So I'm in my, this is not my usual ultrasound outfit. I usually wear my Lulus and then whatever kind of t-shirt. But last time, my t-shirt, like, I don't know, I got some ultrasound goo on it and it gave me the ick. So, t-shirt and sweatpants. So attractive. So attractive. The last item was this dress, and it's the Nobu. I almost want to say Nobu because of the restaurant, but it's a Nobu black like bodycon dress. You guys can't quite see it, but there's like a, oh, there we go. All right, so a little stitching detail down the front. Now they had this in a nude color as well, but it was not flattering for me, so I went with the black. And I wasn't really gonna get it because I didn't really need it, but it made the bumps look really nice. and it was $15. Sorry, you're probably gonna hear my husband's boss now, so I won't talk too much longer, but it's a good length, so I can wear it to work. I can throw a top over top of it, like cropped. I can wear a cardigan with it, so I'm excited for slightly warmer weather to be able to wear it. It is ice cold today, absolutely freezing. I also realized I still have this on. Check that off. So yeah, those are all the things that I got. Definitely ate some of that chocolate already. We devoured the King cups, but I've been really good with my Hershey's cookies and cream. I'm very good at pacing myself with sweets, except recently I've been eating a lot of ice cream and Oreos. But I'm going to work on nursery colors right now. I'm torn between two different ideas. One that hadn't even crossed my mind, and then the one that I've kind of been embracing a little bit more. So I will chat with you guys a little bit later so that you don't have to hear the meeting next door. Current day Sydney. Literally, if you're watching this on Thursday, I'm filming this shortly before you see it. So I didn't get to touch base about the nursery colors. I mentioned them, I showed my giant stack, but I haven't been able to walk you guys through kind of the two options that I'm currently toying with. So if you guys had been followers of mine, you'll know that my last office in our townhouse had a like sage green accent wall. It had a geometric accent wall. And then I think maybe like a month and a half or so before we decided to buy a house, I painted my back wall one of those colors, and I loved it. So the intention when we moved in here, and I set this office up as my office, I was going to paint it sage green. But I just never got around. I wanted to do like a different design, and I just never gave it enough thought. So I wanted to definitely incorporate sage green. And as I mentioned, I'm not really a pink girly, so I'm like not trying to do the pink whole room. It's not it for me. The two color schemes, or the two themed ideas that I'm toying with. The original one was a sage green and some sort of dusty rose pink with florals. So things along this line of just like some dusty rose florals where it's not the main focus, and that way the green can be a stronger color choice. I've looked at a variety of like peel and stick wallpapers, I've looked at some wall decals, and I'm also not against doing some freehand painting, but the wallpapers are just so extortionate, and I'm just not willing to spend that much money. So again, the decals are a little bit more affordable for what I can find nicer ones, but I'm not sure if I'm just going to lean in with the colors on the walls and then just use those like dusty patterns or dusty rose things in like accents, like a pillow or a crib mattress sheet and stuff like that. So that's up in the air. That was the one that I have been heavily thinking about and like really leaning into. But then the other day I was thinking about my, I almost said bridal shower, no, baby shower, and the theme that I wanted to do for that. And that is the cuties on their way. So like the little clementine cuties. And then I just kind of, out of curiosity, hopped onto Pinterest to see if there were any like nurseries inspired by that. And there was. And I was like, okay, these are some cute ones too. So then that threw me for a loop because I was like, oh, that's a completely different color scheme. Although I would still kind of keep the sage green in there, or, you know, green in general. Those are the two thoughts. And again, am I gonna actually go full into the design of those and having little clementines on my wall? I don't know. I might just use the colors as inspiration. My one thought is if I do the cuties, then I can do a little bit more. I can spend a little bit more on the decor for the baby shower because it can be repurposed for the nursery. So there's an upside to that. I got a bunch of paint chips. I've already weeded a bunch out because once I kind of put them in here, I was like, that's a no from me. So the gray that I have here, I think it's a Dulux color, but I wanted the colors to work with this so that I didn't necessarily have to paint the entire room. And also I wanted to keep the curtains that are already in here, which are gray. So what I did is the skinny ones are from Bear and the other ones are Gildan, I believe. I just grabbed them again as a color idea because obviously they can Bear match it. But this is what my wall looks like right now. Colors everywhere. Colors everywhere. And it's really funny because lighting makes such a huge difference. And like when you compare them in other spots, like I have moments where this is the only one I want to look at because they look, this one, because they look dusty enough. And then some of these look too pink. Like this one looks too pink when compared to some of the other ones. Like this one looks like it's not quite bubblegum pink. It's called cranapple pink. Nope, cranapple cream, sorry. But putting them beside each other definitely gives perspective. But obviously the sages are more important. I would not necessarily go as dark as these two. And this one, it's called Gallery Green, is more, I want to say on the minty side of sage. And then for the little clementine cuties, like this one is much more yellow orange. And this one more peachy. Like, what do I want? So these are just going to live here and I'm going to just stare at them. Like, looking on camera, I don't like how pink these are, top ones. But again, these ones are more so like, I like this color or I like this color. It's not all three of them. So I will like cut out the ones that I'm actually looking at. But I don't think any of these are really contenders. Like this one's more like orangey. I don't know. I don't like that one much. There's nothing much on that one, so that one can actually come down. I don't like that. But yeah, I just, I don't know. I don't know if I should just lean into this. And again, where's the balance of trying to find decor that goes with it? I don't know. I don't want everything in the room to have to fall into the Dusty Rose floral because I'm not gonna have every bed sheet looking like that. So these are just things to ponder, things to think about. Like we've got some white furniture that's gonna be in here. We have some dark wood furniture that's going to be in here because we're kind of reusing things we already owned or repurposing things that were given to us. So I think I need to see a little bit more of that before I can really decide. So yeah, just trying to figure out if I do an actual theme or an inspiration or inspired by a theme. So if you've decorated a nursery, hit me up. Let me know your thoughts. If you were on baby number 1 like me, or if you're a multiples mom, let me know. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys next week. And remember, we are now uploading on Thursday, and I will see you then. See ya!